Alright, so this is the plan we came up with here. Again, the fundamental idea is to push the Red Bank Expressway under the neighborhood scaled street grid. Again, starting with the program for our design, we located MedPace back here to the south, reutilizing Newton Building 7 as a parking structure. Again, pushing the pedestrian-friendly aspect of our plan. These two blocks here in the center that bridge the expressway are actually pedestrian-only blocks. The only car-oriented anything on these blocks would be little roundabouts to pick up and drop off people who are going there to shop or what have you. Again, these two pedestrian-only blocks are heavily mixed use. We envision the first level, as you can see over here, as being all glass, meaning retail, bars, restaurants, that kind of street level activity. The several floors above, the brick facade would be either apartments or office space that goes up into the structure. And then the top floor, which is mostly glass, would be penthouse condos that can utilize the green roofs as kind of backyards. Pushing on towards the periphery, we've got a couple banks of townhomes along Madison Road to increase the density along there and increase the street activity. We've got a neighborhood center for sustainability and green technologies, basically to educate the public on what's out there, how you can use it and implement into future designs. Down to the southeast, we've got some single-family home residential to kind of blend ourselves into the plan. And then, given the scale of this plan, and I should probably direct you to the parking diagrams that I passed out, which is really what makes this plan possible. Under this entire block here, under the eastern MedPace building, and then under much of this western block here, there's one level of structured parking, and by doing this we can achieve over 2,200 parking spaces without any parking besides along street parking throughout the site. So what this has done is this has allowed us to create this pedestrian atmosphere with the parking it needs, but the parking's out of sight. To address some of the issues that came up about the parking underneath throughout the zone here, there are 20, and you can see them a little better in some of the renderings, there are 20 skylights, some up to 800 square feet in size, that would let natural light down into the parking area and also let some air ventilate, which is a big concern in the tunnels and structured parking and that sort. And then to go along with this large structured parking and all that, we've actually included a small intermodal facility along the railroad track, which could take either containerized goods, or part of the thought was that with all the construction that would be involved here, you could bring in a lot of precast beams and pillars and whatnot and reduce the amount of actual construction on site, where it'd just be bringing the pieces in, putting them in place. Getting out of the renderings, this is the view southwest, Red Bank Expressway going through, Madison Road goes over it. Try to go for give it some sort of cohesive style, so it would really have that sense of place. Kind of a monumental clock tower there at the intersection to again emphasize that this is kind of the core of our plan, with the green space going through to forest here. We turned into a park again, getting people into nature throughout our site. View southwest. This is the streetscape along the front of MedPace with some P&G inspired kind of trellis gardens out front. And we've got two street views there. And then if I can direct your attention over here, we've put together a little animation to go with our design. To kind of sum up the whole project, why we went for this grand scale is we already have Madison Circle development already taking place over here on the west, and then with Mid-Pace, we already have a development in process here on the east side. So if we could bring two developments in the city together to create this new core to what is a long deteriorating community, I think we could really revitalize the economic base for the neighborhood. And our ultimate goal is to bring in jobs that could ultimately employ people from the neighborhood.